Good afternoon and welcome to Audiotree Live. Today is Thursday, June 8th, 2017. We're very excited to have in the studio with us today, Tim Kasher. Take it away.
Thank you.
Telescope, chuck your compass at the unknown. You should shoot out every star. All they've gotten you is lost. They burned out so long ago. Those twinkly little lights we hung from the windowsill just above our bed. My first studio, we barely could make the rent, so we held our world on a string. We had an answer for everything. Kept those dirty Polaroids in an atlas under your mattress. On the page for Illinois, they probably should have been destroyed. Yet you kept them, how very tragic. That road trip to Champagne, we stayed at your sister's place on a pull-out bed, an engagement ring hidden in my dark kit. We were young and dumb and free. We had an answer for everything, everything. Now here we are, broken down as two prisoners. Constant questioning has left us embittered. In youth we held the keys. We had an answer for everything.
You're watching Audiotree Live with Tim Kasher. Whenever y'all are ready, you can roll into that next one. Used to believe in the sound of the ocean, an infinite current to carry us. Now there's a silence in the air, equally infinite but
desolate, a desert hush. I packed up my old childhood and threw it in the abyss. If someone would only dive down and recover it, break me open. I got my crosses to bear. I'll be your husband, I'll be your father, I'll be your friend. But don't hang me up all at once. It's best not to barter with how much your martyr will overstretch. With arms held out so wide, you once nuzzled up inside. Now they're padlocked across this chest of old resentments. Break me open. This morning has opened my eyes. These daily rehearsals, concentric circles of you and I can't find the bullseye. Fell down a well in my mind, and I can't traverse it, no, I can't reverse it to save my life. If only you throw down a rope, but you can't be bothered, you got your own problems, you've had enough. Not that I could blame you. Okay, we both know that's a lie. You shoulder the blame as I stomach the shame in this bottomless cavern. Break me open.
You're watching Audiotree Live with Tim Kasher. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to be here.
Hell yeah.
Really appreciate it. I know you're a busy guy, many projects, many things going on.
Not true.
No, not true. That's a lie. Didn't you recently just start like the new label, right? Like a newer label?
Yeah, I always have time on my hands, so
Yeah?
it's just a lot of smoke and mirrors with me.
Yeah, it's all an illusion, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you're good at it, so that's good. You make it seem like you're really doing a lot, which is good though. Like you're putting out some good stuff. Seems like you're always working on a record, which is awesome. You know, how did the label come about? How did that kind of get started?
So years ago, so Matt, one of my best buddies, Matt McGinn, he plays in Cursive as well. He, he's been working at labels. He worked at Saddle Creek for a long time, and he helped start up Team Love as well, which is a Conor Oberst's label. And he just a long time ago, I just had the idea of eventually taking back taking full ownership of the Cursive catalog.
Okay, yeah.
For no other reason than he's just a really independently minded guy, and he's a business person, and he just and that catalog's really really precious to him.
Yeah, for sure.
Rightfully so. It's his band, you know.
Yeah.
That's how it started, and the more that it developed, the more we just kind of started scheming and daydreaming about how much fun that would be to kind of start over with a label. And the big decision came when we had to decide whether or not we'd put this No Resolution record out as a kind of a first release. And so we just decided to go for it.
It's been
fun.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask about next, is like deciding to put this record, because you've put out records in the past on other labels, and it seems like they've done pretty well. Like, you at least are able to do this and keep it going,
Yeah.
So were you kind of nervous when you took the leap and you're like, this is a new label-ish, it's a new thing, or were you kind of like comfortable already?
Right.
With the situation?
I'm going to equate it, I'm going to make it analogous to turning 40 for me. Okay. I spent the first half of my year of being 39 years old just being really freaked out about it, and I did enough of that worrying early on that by the time I turned 40, it was fine. Yeah. And I think that happened with this record and with this label as well. We kind of freaked out about it early on. We weren't sure if we were making if this was if it was a good idea to try this out.
For sure.
But by the time that we really just were in the throes of it, we were totally comfortable with it.
Cool. Yeah, well, I know you've been doing this actually for quite some years now, as far as touring, making music, making albums. And I'm wondering, is there a record, like when you were younger, you grew up like 90s-ish era, I know a lot of the influences, I've seen in interviews, you talked about that. Is there a record in particular that kind of sticks out to you, like when you were younger growing up, like this is the record that kind of made you kind of like go for music?
This should be an easy answer, right, everyone? We've been doing this kind of a fun playlist game where each of us pick 5 songs. The first one was pick 5 songs that was like the first 5 records / cassette CD or whatever that you purchased. The second set was what was your high school graduation mixtape.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then we did college. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, there's so many. Crap.
That's what I figured. I just didn't know if there was one in particular, like maybe you were listening to like the radio when you were younger, then in like high school or middle school, like one album, like, oh man, you got into
different eras. I could probably go through really quickly and say it was like Simon and Garfunkel. Like on Sunday mornings, hearing Simon and Garfunkel like while my parents read the paper was huge for me.
Heck yeah.
And then like jumping forward, like Fugazi in high school was hugely important to me. And then Portishead, oddly, was super important to me in college.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, I figured that too, because I knew the Fugazi, like, kind of DIY mindset, now that you're kind of doing the label thing and you're kind of taking the leap in that, I really enjoy that.
The ethics behind Fugazi and Discord it was great for us, but it's also just great for the music world in general.
Yeah, it is. They definitely left the stamp, so yeah. Well, that sounds great. You can roll that next song whenever you're ready.
Yeah, okay.
Lightning in your eyes can burn.
give you guys a second here while you're kind of getting adjusted. They're playing tonight at the Beat Kitchen, so make sure you go check them out if you are in Chicago. Also, the new record, No Resolution, is out. You get that wherever you get your music. I'm sure it's all over online and in stores. Guys all set? Cool. We can roll into that whenever you're ready.
We picked out a house. We picked out a bed. We picked up a pup from the kennel and started life in full. We hung some pictures on the walls. Our nearest, dearest friends. We don't see much of them. Most nights we've been staying in, practicing our monogamy. Friday nights in autumn, dressed in fleece for high school football. Some of our friends have sons and daughters at St. Pius. The Herald-Lee's already had four. The bedroom's been less than intimate, so I've been taking longer showers. We sleep different hours, and the weekends you're so tired. Now it's birthdays and anniversaries. Monogamy. Check the invitation on the fridge. Come celebrate with Tom and Kate. 10 years of wedded bliss. Tom greets us at the door and takes our coats. Oh, but Kate stays in the kitchen.
You're watching Audiotree Live with Tim Kasher. Before we roll on this last one here, first of all, you're sounding great. I really like that one. That's pretty good. I heard that the No Resolution album also has like a full length or featured film, right? That goes along with it. How does that work out? How did that come about?
I've been writing screenplays for a long time. This was
awesome.
one that I just managed to get into production just by self-producing it. So it's just something I wrote and then managed to kind of by default direct.
That's
but yeah,
cool.
it's a feature length called No Resolution, and so all this music is also accompanies it as a soundtrack.
That's so awesome. And did that all come about? Because I know recently you moved to LA. Did you start working on that when you moved out there, or is this a thing you've been doing for quite some time?
No, we're living in Chicago, so we shot it all here in Chicago.
Oh, really? That's really cool. Awesome. Is that I'm sorry, I don't know this, but is that already out yet, or is that coming out?
No, we're going to. It'll be released in the fall.
Cool. Awesome. That's so cool. Do you plan on doing any type? I don't know how that whole film industry works, like showings and like touring type thing.
Just in the process of figuring that out right now. I definitely would love to do a screening in Chicago.
Awesome. That sounds great. Cool. One last question before we run on this last one. I know you've been doing this for quite some time now. Like I mentioned earlier, you have many great records out. If you could tell yourself one piece of advice back in the day, what would that be? When you were first getting started.
Geez, piece of advice. Anyone else have anyone?
Yeah, anyone. Have anything? Nothing? Get a job. Yeah. Get a real job? Is that like the
Get a real job.
Sell all your stuff.
I guess I could suggest to start. Everything we've done has been pretty DIY all along, but I would advise myself to get started doing it yourself sooner. I did a lot of sitting around, waiting for help / handouts.
Yeah,
but, it's better just to. Maybe it won't be as. It's better just to release whatever it is that you're writing or making or recording. It's better just to put it out there instead of waiting around for somebody else to give a help.
Yeah, for sure. Out. Kind of like take it in your own hands. It makes it more difficult, but then again, I guess it'd be more rewarding as well. So. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Well, sounds great. You guys can run that last one whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I would like to quickly also just introduce everybody. This is Dylan Ryan on drums, and Jeff Dolce playing violin and bass. Patrick Newberry also playing bass and mini keys and trumpets, and Megan CB playing cello.
Cool.
Thanks, everybody.
I got a sickness I ain't gonna quit. I'm on a streak that I can't break, lighting the wick of each relationship. I got a secret to tell you. It's never as hard as you're making it seem. I got a secret to tell you. You are the dream 'cause you wanna be. I'm as ticked off as a time bomb. All I can seem to blow out is my knee. Half a man does a half-assed job. I blow my top with some disability. I got a secret to tell you. You won't be content till you're 6 feet under. I got a secret to tell you. This life is yours to plunder. Oh yeah, it's easy enough to be happy. But who's gonna choose to ignore such basic truths? Not you. I can't remember my childhood.
Audiotree Live with Tim Kasher. Thank you all so much for coming in. Really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Anytime, anytime. Their new record, No Resolution, is out. Make sure you get that wherever you get your music. Also, they're playing the Bee Kitchen tonight. Try to stop by and see them if you're in Chicago. And they're finishing up this East Coast tour, so make sure you see them live if they're coming near you. Also want to thank the lighting and camera crew, everyone here at Audiotree, the audio engineers, everyone who helps make this happen. We really appreciate that. And if you want to help support us and the band, you can do so by downloading the session when it comes out in a few weeks. Until then, we'll see everyone next time.
Thank you very much, everybody.